thank you all for coming. And you are, stand up. You are so lucky because you have your own hometown medium.
Yay.
To you. And for those who don't know, this is Clayton Silva. Yay!
All right. I'm super excited. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming to support me. I just want to tell you a little bit about the way I work, the way I communicate with Spirit. And I do ask that if I do come to you, if the information does make sense to you, I do need to hear your voice. It helps me very much to make that connection a little bit stronger. Now, the way I work is I'm mostly clairvoyant. And what that means is I see pictures and images. The way that Spirit will work with me is they'll show me signs and symbols of things that I've experienced in my lifetime. I call it my Spirit dictionary. And when they show me these certain signs and symbols, I'll know exactly what they're wanting me to convey. Every now and then, though, they'll show me something I've never seen before. When this happens, I'll just kind of tell you, I've never seen this before. Keep an open mind, because I don't always know quite how to interpret it. And I will also feel things in my physical body, and I do hear them, but mostly it will be pictures and symbols. So I do want to come and bring through, I do feel that I have a gentleman here with me, and I do feel that this gentleman would have had a strong connection to motorcycles. And I do feel like this, he would have, he makes me feel like he would either be like a brother figure, even, I know a brother and a father figure, it's a little far-fetched, to say it's a brother and a father, but it could be either one, a brother or father figure. And he does make me feel like he would have dealt with illness that would have brought him over to the spirit world. Can anybody understand the gentleman that this would connect with? Okay. So do you mind if I come and work with you? All right, so would you understand, do you have a father figure in the spirit world that had a connection to motorcycles?
Yes.
And would you also understand him having, or do you have a bandana that would be connected with him?
No.
That's fine. But was he a bit of a rebel? Because I'm seeing, the reason why I'll say did you have a bandana, because remember they show me things in my frame of reference. And what I saw was a bandana with rebel flags on it. So that's just a way for me to say that. Okay. Now, you also understand, is there some sort of cancer connection with this?
No.
Okay, one moment. Would you understand, did he not speak too much about his emotions or the way he felt? Like, was he the kind of guy to say, I love you?
Yeah.
And, okay, what's this thing? Okay, one moment. Right, because I get something in my throat here. I don't know if that connects with him at all. It could also be here too, because usually it could also be, did you not get to say goodbye to him?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Okay, so this is connecting with you here. All right, so what have I said that you can take?
Motorcycles.
I did feel that I would go here earlier, so I'm going to come and work with her if that's all right. Would you understand about something that I'm getting with the throat, either about not getting to say goodbye?
I did not get to say goodbye.
Okay, thank you. And so this was illness that brought him into the spirit world. Do you understand? One moment. So, but it was a quick or unexpected, is that correct? Okay. Oh God, yeah, he loves to ride those motorcycles. He had a big thing with motorcycles. And also kind of felt that there was a lot of people there to support him at his funerals, if that makes sense. Like I felt like I could feel the revving up of the engines going. And it's very strong here. Now, can I also say to you, do you have a child?
No.
Okay, interesting. Did he have 2 kids or 2 daughters or?
2 kids.
Okay, because he's bringing me to 2 and bringing me down to kids. So, I don't know if you have a brother or sister, I'm not seeing, but does your sibling have kids?
Yes.
Okay, because I have to acknowledge grandkids being there. And now, can you tell me, have you been going through pictures lately? Or have you been looking through old photos?
Yeah.
Okay, because he wants me to tell you he was there with you in that exact moment when you were looking through the photos and looking through those things. His soul was with you in that exact moment. And he says to me too, though, he shows me being in the car with you, which is usually a symbol for me that you hear songs on the radio that you can connect with him. You can take that? Okay, so know that when those songs play, and it's exactly when you need it, that is his soul being there with you to let you know he's never left you and will never leave you. Okay. I have to also say, though, was he an animal kind of guy? Did he like animals? Because I am picking up the vibration of some animals that are with him in the spirit world. Okay. I do have to say, though, he does apologize. He says that you feel a lot of guilt for the way he had passed and not being able to, I don't know if it's not that you were there or not that, because I do feel that this was a bit of a tragic passing. You understand that? And I feel like, I don't know if it's the support or what it is, but he's wanting to tell you to let that go. That is not something to hold on to, or if there's someone in the family. But would you also understand he was still with your mom at the time of his passing?
Yes, they were married.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to say here. Okay, because I know that he would be around your mom as well. Now I feel like I'm being brought onto another link here, but I do want to leave you with his love and let you know that he is so strong around you. Super strong. All right, thank you so much for working with me. All right, so I do feel like I have another gentleman who is stepping forward here with me, and he does make me feel that he would have had a hard time getting around in the end, or walking or getting around and things of that nature. He also makes me feel like he would have either had a memory issue towards the end, or that he would have had either like a stroke or aneurysm or something of that nature that possibly would have brought him into the spirit world. Let's see. Right. And I do feel that there is a female that this person is wanting to connect with. And it feels like this person would have given a lot of care to this gentleman towards the end. Can anyone take this? Okay. All right, so let me get more information, and what I'll do is it'll dwindle down. Okay, so he does show me, though, that someone would have his ring, or it's like it feels to me like it's I don't think it's a wedding ring, but I think it's like I don't know if it's like a class ring or a military ring, or does any of that make sense with you? Okay, so you can take that. Can I hear your voice?
Yes.
Thank you. All right, cool. So I do think I am with you then. Do you mind if I work with you? All right, thank you. So, okay, would this have been either your father or your husband?
My father.
Father, gotcha. Now, I do know, though, he does make me feel like, I don't know if, too, he would have had vision issues in the end, or if he would have wore glasses.
He wore glasses.
Okay. And, right. So he does make me feel, though, like you would have really been there in the end to take care of him and to be there with him. And he really thanks you for that, because that meant a lot to him. Because I feel like you did things for him that people shouldn't have to do for other people. You know, you really had to take care of him. I mean, you did it out of love because he was your dad. You loved him. And you still do. And he's still very strong around you. And I just feel like, too, right, Do you have a sister?
No, I have a brother.
A brother, okay, but there's two of you.
Yes.
Okay, because they do show me two. He shows me two. Now, also, I want to say, is your mom in the spirit world?
Yes.
Okay, because she just stepped in and held hands with him. So I know that the two of them would be together in the spirit world, and that they're very much together here. Now, you'd understand the thing with the memory issue, or, okay, that going on as well. All right. And would you also understand that he would like to read, or either he was religious or would like to read? Because I wasn't sure if he showed me a Bible or if it was just a book.
Reading.
Okay, all right. So I know that he wants to bring that here through as well. And I know too, though, he would have definitely had issues walking or getting around
Yes.
towards the end. Now, right, okay. So just yes or no here. Did your mom pass first?
Yes.
Okay, because it felt like she was the one that was there to greet his soul on the other side. And I do feel like your mother would have also passed their illness. Can you take that as well? Okay. And it feels like she was taken too soon. Can you understand that as well? Like I don't feel like she got, or either that or she really loved life and just was not wanting to go. And I know too that your mom would have been the person, she had a very outgoing personality. And I also know that she would have liked to have wear bracelets, jewelry, and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
And she does make me feel, do you smell her at times?
Sometimes.
Because she makes me feel like you smell her. And know that when that happens, that she is there with you in that exact moment. And they make me feel like, they just want you to know that their soul has never left you and that they are still here guiding you on your path. And they very much both come in together. And I know I have to make that important. And I know too, would you also have an aunt in the spirit world as
Yes.
well? Because they're telling me the aunt is here. So I know that they're all together and so strong around you. Right. Is there someone who's been having some health issues in the family?
Yes.
Or been dealing with some things?
Yes.
Because I know that they're wanting to give some extra support with that and that there is healing energy that is going around. In fact, your aura is bright blue. So I don't know if that's the color shirt you're wearing that's making it accentuated, but it's very blue and that is the color of healing. And so I want to tell you that there's very much healing coming. Right. That's interesting. Two things. Did your father like to do like mechanical things?
Yes.
Okay, because they do get the strong sense of like doing mechanics and things of that nature. And then also, I might be coming on to another link here if this doesn't connect with you. But was there a military connection with him in any way?
No.
Okay, so I may be coming on to another link here. But I know that they want to give you the love and let you know that they're there by your side, holding your hand through the whole thing that you're going through. All right? Thank you. You're so welcome. Thank you for working with me. Great. All right. Y'all excited?
Yeah.
Having fun? Cool. All right, let's see who's up next. It's kind of hard because I know so many of you. All right, interesting. All right, so I do have a female who is stepping forward, and it does feel to me that this woman, she's showing me the woman who did the voice of Lamb Chops. So that's what I'm seeing is that woman, but it's the more the hair that I feel like I needed to pay attention to. I do feel though with this female, this lady that's coming through, I do feel that there would have been an illness with her that would have brought her into the spirit world. I don't feel that it was like an accident or tragedy. I feel like this was an illness that would have taken her over. I do also see my symbol of the cane, which tells me that she would have had a hard time, getting around in the end. Is there someone who can take any of these references? All right, let me get more information here. All right. I do feel that it would have been the hair that I want to reference here that would kind of be like curly. And I do want to say, though, it feels like I'm kind of going all over the place here. There's so many people. I do kind of feel that there would have been also maybe a memory issue or, a stroke, aneurysm, something in the mind here that I get. It does feel to me to be like a mother figure for someone. Does that narrow it down further for anybody? Okay. So what did you take of that?
The hair,
Okay.
although that lady was blonde.
That's what I was seeing,
Okay.
but that's okay.
Memory
Keep
issues,
going.
stroke, mobility issues.
Okay, let me see here what else. And is this a mother figure for you? Your mother. All right. Now you'd understand having some of her jewelry.
Yes.
Okay, because I know that that's important, that you'd have some of her jewelry. And now, would this lady would have been religious or would have gone to church?
Not religious, more spiritual.
More spiritual. But would there have been like a Christian connection to it at all?
Yes.
Okay. Now, interesting, okay. Whose birthday is coming up or just passed?
My brother's.
Okay. And when was your brother's?
December.
Okay, that's not too
My
too
sister's
far
is
back.
in 3 days.
Okay, that's what we
Yeah.
want to get to, because it felt a little bit more recent around there. So I know this is your mom here who's coming through. Oh God, y'all did everything together. She
She was
makes
my
me
best
feel
friend.
like, yes, y'all were so close. She makes me feel here. And I know that there's so many good memories that you would have. And I know your mother really loved her independence. I know she worked really hard for what she had in life.
Yes.
I don't feel that things were handed to her. It makes me feel very much like she worked hard for it. And I almost get the feeling, I'm not saying that she was a nurse or anything, but was she?
She was a caregiver.
Okay, because I did get the feeling that she was like that, like a nurse or caretaker or something like that. Okay, cool. Okay. Would you understand the name of Donna connected or a strong D initial? Doesn't have to be her, it can be someone living, but it would have to be directly connected.
Yes.
Okay, who would that be?
It was a nickname of Dan,
Okay, and who is that?
my her aunt, my
Her aunt. Now, would that woman be in the spirit world?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And yes, they were.
They were very close. Okay, cool. Because I do know that the two of them have met up on the other side, and that the two of them are together in heaven. Now, right. Now, I do know too, though, that her eyesight would not have been too good in the end as well, or that she would have had those kind of issues here. And right. Now, would you have also been there with her in the end, or you would have been around to help out? Because she makes me feel like there's a thank you that comes through with that. Thank you for everything that you did for me. Right. Now, they do show me here, they show me like you must have her picture frame or just recently looking at it or holding it or something, because she wants to bring that up. So that connects to
Yes.
me. So know that when that was happening or when you were doing that her soul was with you in that exact moment. Now, I also want to say here too, this is kind of weird, but has somebody lit a candle for her or something like that?
I like candles all the time.
Okay, cool. Because I'm seeing the candles lit here, and so that's just their way to say, that they're watching out for you. But So, did she like to, not towards the end, but in life, did she like to drive? Was that, or did she like her car, or like?
That was one of the most difficult things to take away from my mother.
Gotcha. Okay, because she is bringing that up.
Yes.
Is like, you know, I love the car. Oh, and would you understand also her coming to visit you in a dream?
Oh, often.
Okay, because she wants to validate to you that that was real.
Yes.
And I know that she comes in very strongly. And I also want to say too, I do see little kids, so that is, it makes me feel like there are children in the family that she wants to acknowledge that I do feel like have been born since her passing. You understand that? Okay. Because I know that once, specifically there's a little boy I need to acknowledge here. Can you take that? Okay.
Yes, great-grandchildren.
Right, but is there something about, keep getting twos here, so is there something either about, well, we're in the month of February, your brother's birthday's coming up in a couple days, you said. Sister, I mean, sorry. So that could be what it is here. Right. Can you take something important about the month of August? Birthday, anniversary, passing, something of that nature?
I had a niece who passed in August.
Okay, give me a moment here. Now, but you understand your niece's passing would have been either quick or unexpected?
Absolutely.
Okay. Because I do know, I do know that they are all together, and she's like, oh, so you must have really done a lot for the family, or I know it's your niece, but for your sister or brother, whoever it is, when she passed, because she's like, you know, thank you for being there and giving all that support.
I'm
Now,
the oldest. I always take care of arrangements.
okay, so now I may be completely off here what I'm about to tell you, but was there a car accident?
With my niece, it was a train car accident.
Okay, that, well, I would see it as a car, so thank you. Right. Well, I do know that they just want to give you their love, and they also tell me that there's been some decisions coming up in the family, or there's some sort of decisions that need to be made about something. I don't know specifically what it is, but there's some decisions that need to be made. And they're just kind of saying here, because I can see your crossroads here, and they're just kind of saying to you, you know, that, well, there's actually two things I need to say to you, but they say that you're going to make the right decision, the right choices. But there's something about here too, and it's funny because they're kind of paralleling off the message they gave her, was to take more time for yourself. And that is definitely something that I want to say. Also, one last thing, would you have painted her nails, your mom's nails, or would you all have done stuff like that? Okay, because I know she wants to bring that memory to you, all right? Thank you so much for working with me. See here, who I have next. I do see. I do feel. Michelle, and this is what I do know Michelle, but I can feel her husband very strong with me, and I do want to bring him through for you. And I really would have liked to have gone to somebody I don't know, so I just want to let everybody know I do know her, and I do know her husband had passed. I don't really know much else though. Now I do want to bring him through, and I can see lots of butterflies around you, so I know that that would be a sign and symbol that he gives you to let you know that he's around, okay? Now I do also know here too, have you been journaling, or have you been writing, or did you write something about him, or did y'all write letters to each other? He's showing me like writing, and he wants to bring these memories forward. Now I know he also tells me too, though, and I know he passed recently, but this is just what he gives me. He does show me that you would have recently been out there, and he does show me, or to his place of rest is what I'm trying to say. And he does show me that his soul went with you in those moments. Now, I do know too, though, do y'all have a dog, or do you have a dog in the spirit world that would be closely connected with him? Or because there's a dog that's with him or that he's around that he wants me to acknowledge. Can you take that?
We have a dog here, but no, I don't.
Okay.
Only-
Let me ask what this is then. Do you ever see your dog doing funny things or barking at things that aren't there and things like that? Because he makes me feel
Yes.
like he's around the dog. Now, I also want to say here too, though, they do show me, is there a light that keeps going out in the house?
Yes, there is.
Okay, because he wants me
It flickers
to,
all the time.
okay, because he wants to acknowledge that that's him doing that and that his soul is there in the house with you, okay? He's like, he thanks you so much, though. He really does. He gives you so much thanks and gratitude because he knows how much you put on hold for him. And he knows, you know, what you did, the sacrifices that you put up for him. And he really wants to acknowledge that and say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's just what I keep hearing over and over and over. So I know that he really wants to say that to you. And, is your anniversary coming up, or did it just pass, or?
No, it's his birthday.
Okay, because I knew that there was some important date that was like right in this area. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. Do you happen to have a ring of his?
I do.